Hey, love bugs, it's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely think the same for you. Hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, thank you as always for the support. It's truly a blessing. You've been, hitting me up on emails, messaging me, and as well as sharing the videos. So I truly appreciate the support you've been giving. It's truly a blessing. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are uplifting or informative, or just give you good vibes, you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that may be going through some trying times and need confirmation, validation towards life path, or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share them while you're at it. Give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites, wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's greatly appreciated, and I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the music, well, you can't barely hear. Okay, there we go. Put it up just a minute. It's from the Meditative Mind channel, and it's all 7 chakra healing music, full body aura cleanse, boost positive energy, meditation music, and I'll place their link in the description box below. In the video I am doing today, I wanted to do it yesterday, but I was just like straight going. I had no more energy left. Twin Flame 101, Heyokas, secure your armor. Spiritual warfare is trying to creep in thinking you were sleeping. And it's true. There are so many people that I do one-on-ones with that so many things is taking place into their life. You're facing a lot of, painful situations. You're coming to terms with a lot of things that took place that placed you on your spiritual awakening. Like I always say, spiritual awakening is the awakening of the spirit. There's part of you that had to go through a certain process of challenges, of experiences, ups and downs, highs and lows, traumatic to just, oh my God. And then boom, it awakens something in you. And it's just like really took you over a level. Because it's like when you're going through a spiritual awakening, it is very scary because there's a lot of things you're seeing from a totally different way. You're really trying to understand it's been like this the whole time. Yeah, you just had to have those veils of illusions, of being able to be taught to see certain things, to be able to not move forward. Fears being placed on you to be able to tell you can't go this far, you can't do this, you can't do that. But then there was parts of you that knew something was missing. There's parts of you that said, you know what, I need to do research about myself. There's something about myself that I know is there, but I have not discovered it yet. And then when you're allowing yourself to discover that, when you're suppressed for so long and everything, I'm tired of this daggone signal glitches. I apologize if it glitched out for a minute. When you're going through all these things, all this stuff is coming up and it can feel unbearable, but then there's some kind of peace that is going with you because this is something you truly deserve. We all deserve to be happy. We all deserve to be in a mind of peace, finding your, utopia, whatever you want to call it or whatever. And when you're doing that, when you're coming close to destiny, things are going to become rocky. It's going to go crazy because they always tell you towards the end, it gets bad. It gets really bad, but it's all about how you're allowing yourself, hey, am I going to be up for this challenge? I've been through some craziness before. What makes this any different? But it's going to get to that point where you're at that verge of feeling like, I want to give up. This is just too much. I can't constantly keep doing this. Every time I let go and become peaceful in one situation, another one pops up and then another one. And these are the things, like I said in the last video, is moving you forward to what you wanted in the first place. And, manifestations are going to come, but it always comes with a price. There's a price that is going to benefit you. You know how they say nothing's for free. There's something that's going to be taken away, or there's something you're going to have to invest. And these are the things that is truly needed in your life. And a lot of times, if you are fixated on the actual leg work. Like there's sometimes I get so tired. Like today, I just wanted to sleep. My body aches. I've been working out from yesterday, and then I did videos, and then I was doing all these different things. My mind was just not equipped to be doing nothing today, and I said I didn't get to finish doing a lot of things that I said I was going to do yesterday, and I felt angry with myself because it's like when you put a certain quota on yourself saying I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna allow myself to be productive at it, and you withdrawing yourself, it's kind of like you lying to yourself. Like, why are you allowing yourself to know you can do this, but you chose not to? You procrastinated, or you allowed yourself to go towards something else because you didn't want to face this, or you're allowing yourself to see this as all a lot of work. And when you're allowing yourself to just look at it in that way, is creating a void within yourself that this is something you have to do. If you know you want these different things, you have to put into the work of it. And what you're putting in the work of it, this disrupted something else, because that energy, when I'm getting the visions, I'm getting our minds, our vibrations are peaking very high. And then when we're doing these, when we go through these massive change within the world, like the moon of Capricorn, or the moon of Sagittarius, or the moon of Gemini, all these things we're collecting in a massive collective. And there's a lot of different times you can go on these different social media forums or platforms, whatever you want to call it, and you see how they're doing these massive meditations, because the mind is a very powerful muscle within itself. And then we got all these electrons that creates these big powerful frequencies, and the frequencies turn to big vibrations. And when you're doing that, and there's like a billion people all at one time doing that, there's something in the world like, hold up, they starting to figure something out that we didn't want them to discover. So let me go ahead and put some little confusion in here. Let me bring some drama towards their way, some mishaps, some setbacks, and all these different things. But like I always say, God and devil works hand in hand, but they're just doing two different things. Devil's going to bring some stuff in your life that's going to make you doubt yourself. They will put these little voices in your head. They think you're crazy. Why don't you just end your life? You can't do this. It's becoming too much. Look at all the things that you gave up, that you stopped doing. And this, have you still got your manifestations? Have you still got blessings? No, they keep adding all these other things into your life. They want you to be doubtful. They want you to feel like the universe and God is playing games with you. That's what they want to do, because that's placing another illusion of high expectations that you don't even realize your blessings are way bigger than that, but they don't want you to discover that. So all these different spiritual warfare is like fighting against the greater good, because they know regardless on what takes place, God is always going to win. Love conquers everything. Power of love and strength always defeats the fear. And a lot of times we give that fear more props than it's supposed to, and that's what adds that strength to that. That's what keeps us back, because we're more focused. Now you're getting all these sacros that's telling you better things is on its way. Allow yourself to prepare for the things that you have asked for, but actually expect more than what you asked for. And when you're allowing yourself to do that, you're happy about it, but then there's a little part of you that's like, wait a minute, am I worthy of this? Or wait a minute, am I ready for this? Or then your mind start going off of what if. And that's where that spiritual warfare is waiting on for you, because you're starting to manifest something. You're creating a problem when it never needed a solution, except for you to move forward, except for you to have faith within yourself, to understand if you're being placed in something, don't think it can't move you through something. And that's all the things that we're going through right now. And it's just like my mind today is like moving so fast. And I'm like, girl, what the hell's wrong with you? There's so many different things. So I've been meditating. I've been allowing myself to clear. There's certain things that I'm still working on that, that once triggered me, but I'm allowing myself to know that was a trigger for you at one time. You're moving forward. Just like I said, I was about to do, my crime channel. That's something I tried to do, and that's something I want to do, and I appreciate I did it, but now I didn't want to do it anymore, because it was like that heaviness that I did not like when I did that one video. It was something I can watch that, but actually partaking and doing something like that, That's something I can't invest in. And I can at least say, you know what, I tried it, but that's not something I want to do. I'd rather talk about things that are positive. Now, we want to talk about horror movies and different things we want to do. I can talk about that all day. But when it comes to what destruction we got going on in this world with all these different things, because I started getting fixated on that because of my situation on my father's murder, so it allowed me to just start looking at everything that is going on in the world. And when I noticed how that shifted me, and it was just like when I did the video, this is something I would really want to be able to see in a movie. But then it's just, you're thinking about the victims that were taking place in this, the people's lives that were taken. This is not a movie. You know what I'm saying? This is real life. And I allowed myself to say, you know what? I can at least say I tried it, and that's not something I want to invest in. But let me allow myself to speak in power of positivity, being able to have faith within yourself, facing your wounds from these different things, then I like to be able to create something like that because, it's like when I was growing up, I always used to have a fascination with death because I've seen so much, I felt so much. I was going through major tragedies before I understood there were actual tragedies. I was always seeing different things from a different point of view, being able, you can everybody, it can be like 5 people in a room looking at the same painting, but there's always somebody that's going to have a different understanding or a different perspective about that. Not everybody is going to have the same sight. Or it could be somebody saying the way they stroke the brush, you can tell that there may be some kind of heaviness on their mind, or this kind of color they chose because they're trying to make an aspect of this. There's always different things as, you're going to see things in a different way. When you're keeping it real with yourself, I keep it very transparent. I don't care. It's just like how I think about myself. If I know I'm being productive and pushing out positivity towards somebody after they have gone through some very heaviness of trauma and trying to sit up here and get clarity after the confusion and chaos, that lets me know I can uplift somebody. But it's just like stuff like that. I said, I can do like an urban legend thing, but it's like that crime thing. I don't know if I can be able to do that. That's like, I did not feel like the way I felt after I did that video, even though it got a few views. I'd rather just watch it instead of investing something like that, because I'm just like, it's like, doing that research. And when I'm doing that, my mind is already going. And then when I start visualizing that stuff, it's like put me in the middle of that. And that makes me want to just jump ship on whoever did this to that person, because it was, that can mess up somebody's mind, because I know how bad I've been mentally scarred, emotionally scarred, spiritually scarred from the situations I've gone through. But it's just a blessing that I'm able to use all those different things and move forward to know I can impact somebody else's life and turn that into a blessing. So it's just like all these different things that are going on into your life is really happen. No matter how tragic it is, there is always a purpose behind that. And it's going to move forward to create a strength that was really needed, not within, not just within one person, but it's going to contact with a lot of people, and it's going to use a ripple effect. And that's the reason why we're going through this as a collective. There's so many people that are victimizing themselves, even though they could be very victimized from a situation that have taken place into their life. But until they allow themselves to say, yes, I've been, I went through this, but I'm not going to allow this to define who I am. I'm not going to let this be molded up if this is how I want to be seen. I want to be able to be that advocate or that activist for somebody to say, this has happened to you, but your life does not have to end here. The only way your life is ending there is unless you went through a transition and you're no longer in the physical, you're in the spiritual. But when you can live and breathe through something else, you can have your choice to be soaking in your own sadness and your own pity, or you can allow yourself to use that as a tool to be able to create something that is going to come out from something that was tragic to come out to be a big power movement. And when you're allowing yourself to do that, there is going to be some evil forces that are going to come in and try to contradict what you're trying to do. That's why a lot of times when you're allowing yourself to move forward in your growth and you want to be able to share and plant that knowledge of seeds, there's going to be some people, like I said yesterday, spiritual oppressors. They are okay with staying at one level. They're not trying to grow, because when you grow, that means you got to acknowledge the trife or the toxic that you have invested in, the things that have been not just done to you, but what you have contributed to within yourself. What kind of things, what kind of wounds you need to allow yourself to heal from. Be accountable for your responsibilities, being able to face that pain that you chose to suppress, allowing yourself to heal from where that wound actually hit you. And that's too much work for other people. They just like wreaking havoc on somebody's life. So you can't force. I know a lot of people that come back and tell me about certain people that even do their own YouTube channels, and there's like, Roslynn, they're trying to force this on me. And that's the thing I like about you, is that you're being transparent, but you're not trying to force nothing on nobody. I always tell people, you ain't got to agree with everything I say. This is the views that I see, or these are the things that I'm like, okay, I need to talk about this because this is something that's, that's out there, but, I think it's deep at the same time. Not everybody going to have those same views. I'm not forcing nothing on nobody, regardless on what anybody's, expectation or their thoughts are. That's their thoughts. You have every right to that, but that's not going to change mine. I'm a side of an INFJ. We only think about a certain way, and you may be able to tell us stuff. I like learning about new things. People are like, Roz, I need you to see this and check this out. And I really like doing that. And I'm like, oh, dang, this is something I need to talk about. And I'm going to give that person that credit. I'm like, hey, I'm going to thank this person because they gave this to me. Or just like I said from the last time, I seen a post that one of my friends done put up on IG, and they said that, and that really, I wrote that down, but I, put our own spin in it and made it mine. But I still gave that person that credit because that's where I got it from. And a lot of people don't do that. And some people I can respect that actually do. So it's just when you're allowing yourself to move forward in your power, to be able to understand, yes, there are going to be certain things that are just going to be out of my control, but I have to be able to handle it the best way I can. There may be times I might have to go in in a hermit mode. There may be times I need to go ahead and do extra heavy shadow work. There's a lot of things I may need to go into, this time of quietness, to go into meditation so I can release a lot of my burdens. These are the things you're doing when you're not allowing yourself to soak up that negativity and doubts and fears of what somebody has done to you, or what somebody is thinking of you, or what somebody said. These things have been brought to your attention for you to know, hey, that person was talking about you. That may be a person you really don't need in your life, or there are certain things that you need to not speak on before it takes place, because it may ruin what you're trying to you're trying to grow. And all these things are life lessons. And it's just like when you're allowing yourself to move in power, they don't like that, because like I said, the devil will place things on you to distract you in every way, form, or fashion, and make you scared to move forward on what you're destined to be blessed with, because these are the things you deserve. But God will use these same situations that the devil placed in your life and let you know, yes, I put you in it, but guess what? I want you to have faith within yourself and me, that I'm gonna move you forward within that. These are the things that has been placed to break you, but it's going to make you into something that you never imagined you can be. Because everything that you have gone through, and you can still live, breathe to tell it, that lets you know that's your strength, that you're going to heal not just yourself, but somebody's going to come in contact with you that is still struggling, trying to understand, how am I going to be able to get over this? How can I be able to not be angry anymore? How am I going to allow myself to seek justice? When you allow yourself to focus on your growth, focus on what you're trying to do to be a better person, what kind of, impact you can have in somebody's life in a positive way, for them to sit up here and look at their issues on what they may be able to do. When you're doing that, you're manifesting something not just for you, but within a collective that's allowing somebody to say, you know what, they're doing their work, and they're helping other people to look at their own issues. They're showing other people how they can heal. That's why they always tell you, never cover up your scars. Never be ashamed of that, because you're allowing people to say, hey, this is a scar. And you see where it hit me at, it healed. Yours can heal too. They show you other people's blessings, not to make you mad, but just to say, you see how I bless that person? You're the next in line. You're going to get yours. You congratulate that person for that blessing, because that's letting you know that you appreciate what's about to come through yours. And these are where all these things are going to come from. And when you're out allowing yourself to let the positive outweigh the negative, warfare is going to come on. So they're telling you, hey, keep your armor on tight. Always expect the unexpected, but no, we're going to triumph through all this. We conquering everything, but allow yourself to not be sleeping on what they're trying to bring through in your mindset, because when you're asleep, When you're asleep, that's where they come get you at. There'll be different nights where you're smelling different things and you're trying to understand what this is about. Or you could be doing something, next thing you know, you see a shadow person going by, like you see something that's catching your eye and you look, I see them all the time. But it's like when you're going through that heavy transference, there's going to be something negative that's going to try to interfere. This is going to be my last video of the night. Y'all, I'm trying my best to go ahead and do this tomorrow. I'm trying to be, like I said, I'm trying to be productive on doing these, on an everyday until it's time for me to say, you know what, time out, Roz, got to go take a break. But I would love to give a post notification shout out to like Mila Pedersen. And I need to go ahead and reply back to you. Don't think I forgot about you. Alex Detley and Anne-Marie Slee and Trina McConvey. I think McConvey. I hope that I pronounced that right. If I didn't, I do apologize. Like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Share. Tell somebody about the channel. You never know. They may find something they can really truly relate to. Remember, I put all my contact information in the bottom below for you can be able to get in contact with me. It's just about networking, giving you a deep understanding about your passion or purpose, or if there's questions that you need assistance with, I'll try my best to help out where I can. And I'll see you on my next video. Have a blessed weekend. Peace. Be well.